Uh, hello. Streaming to become president. The camera is doing its wonderful thing of not being on and on. So, let's see. Trying to activate. Let me deactivate it, activate it again. And let's get ourselves into the Tesla Effect lobby or main menu. Un momento as I unplug this. Let's deactivate the camera first. Unplug the camera. Plug it back. And then it. Oh, mouse. Hey. What the hell? Oh, jeez. And then activate. Hmm. Hmm. We're gonna maybe have to assume that it'll pick back up in a bit. Not that. No. Hmm. Okay, well, this actually puts it down. Maybe I should look for another webcam. Oh, shoot. Let me do my regular spiel. 2 minutes in, lol. Streaming to become president. Day 120. The 2028 election is 1,272 days away. We're getting there. Uh, you can't see, but I got some hot chocolate and some peanuts, and I think I just saw a flicker. Oh, maybe it was from the video down below. Hmm, maybe. I don't know anything. See if I can find another webcam. Maybe. Would I be able to use my phone as a third camera? See it flickering. I see it. Just wish would be kind. Maybe it's because I have shotcut open. Maybe that's where some conflict is happening. Oh, that actually seems to be coincidental, maybe? Hmm. Yes. I want you in the OBS. You can do this. I believe in you. Oh, wow. Yeah. Oh my goodness. We're getting closer. A couple flickers. A good hold. We're strobing. We're strobing. I need to see if there's an update or something. Or ask the internet questions. Hmm. Well, are we good? Yeah? Holy shit, my hair's a mess. Or is it? Oh, okay. I guess it's fine. We're playing darts. You'll have to trust me. If you can't see all of the throws, you should be able to hear them. Place your bets, right? Oh, I don't even have any mindsets. Another. Oh, I felt that one handled weird by my fingers. Whoa. Okay. One whiff so far. I'm telling you the truth as it is, you know. It happens. But yeah, you know how I said I sort of am getting the feel for it? I think I just confirmed it. So I'll have to narrow it down to finger control after I really lock down on the arm gesticulations. Okay. But then, yeah. All right. We are going to take our count later. We're going to give this some time to maybe work itself out. In the meantime, let's introduce you to the Creative Commons and open source projects used in this endeavor to make this stream possible for your enjoyment, and hopefully you find some inspiration or get an inkling of ways that you can leverage them for your own personal projects without having to pay a arm and a leg to a developer that's just wanting to put you onto a subscription dependency drip feed for their personal gain as opposed to your, I don't know, actual utilization. Anyways, without further ado, those elements are as follows. Okay. Let's get a picture of the dartboard as we figure out the score, post that we're live. And I literally didn't do much. I'm rewarding myself by doing little work, but I did more of a focus on form. So it was, I want to say 3, not 4 push-ups, and then 7 sit-ups. Really simple stuff. Yeah. We got a picture here, and for True Social, we'll at a time grab one there. What do you think our score is? So it's 7 plus 17 for 24. We've got 6 15s. So that's 90 right there. 90 plus 24, 114. 114 plus 26 would be 140. Plus 11 would be 151. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Alright. And it looks like our camera is back into full functioning order. We love to see it. Alright, 151. Blue sky? What meme do we think we're going to use? I did see a very good one that I co-opted and will be using. $120, 1,272 days left. And then dot dash 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 dot 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 dash 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 dash. It is doot doot. This is the meme. Inside, oh, the white is like perfectly curated for that one. Inside are two bricks. Yeah, inside you are two bricks. One is saying throw me at a cop. One is saying use me to build community. Both are valid. Oh, that's not funny. What's not funny about it? Have you seen the TikTok of somebody seeing a brick in like a on the ground in New York or something, and they're just looking at it, and then they start hearing the what is it, the Green Goblin monologue going on with Willem Dafoe, and then it's just they're like looking down at the brick, and then they look up, and there's just like a cop car that has somebody pulled over. Not even like a car pulled over, but like a pedestrian. Oh man. All right. Daily Dartboard on Twitter, currently known as X. All right. Now for Truth Social. I want to have the assumption that it's just something weird going on here. But again, I need to confirm that through these image posts. So we'll see if this dartboard goes through. It went through. Something is up. Didn't like it for a bit, but now it's okay with it. Hmm. All right. Sorry. Went a little quiet there. I was just typing up a disclaimer, because I feel like this could easily get me banned on Truth Social, but we're going to test the waters. Okay, okay. We should be good. We should be good. I think I'm covered. I should be covered. I'm probably not covered. Is your comment insurance covered? God damn, what the hell? Okay, okay, we're good, we're good. We're in... What's up? And Katrina? And Nana Katrina? Wait. Oh. I'm not sure if I'll be on Discord too much. That's not my part and parcel. Although I do have a week of Nitro because it's a birthday going on there. So if you ever want to know what the hubbub about Discord is, definitely recommend checking them out. This week at least. You might get the full experience, like a free trial, but not signed up for a free trial. This hot cocoa is a little suspicious. Oh yeah, did we we're gonna load the manual autosave. Not the autosave that it gave us. Cause that one had us falling off the edge of a map because we were testing out the functionality there. There are dead ends. We have one life. So we will be avoiding those circumstances. What we won't be avoiding is maybe increasing the brightness just a little bit more. I know it's supposed to be dark, but we're still gonna have this level of darkness. It's fine. It's fine. That's me. Oh, that's a pole. Alright, so we need to...
Closed. Yeah, this building's been a lemon for anyone who's tried to open a business here.
Find out how to get the ladder.
The Ritz is the fire trap I call home.
And we also need to find out what to do with our zip line in the first place. Maybe the zip line is a...
It's an electronic shop now, but it once was a boarding house for some of San Francisco's most notorious smugglers and petty criminals. Zipline trolley's repaired. Now we need to find the perfect place to zipline.
It's upside down, isn't it? You'd be holding it the other way, right? Okay. check and see if there's another. There's one other round of passage through here.
Salsa dancing is a Murphy family tradition. Archie Ellis wrote a book? I bet this sells for pennies on eBay. From here, I get a great view of Chandler Avenue, the original Boulevard of Broken Dreams. It's my fan club. Oh, my one true fan.
Louise Armageddon blend. Okay.
Yeah, no detective worth his salt would be without a fax machine.
I want a fax machine.
It's one of my business cards, but it looks different. When did I change these?
You think there's a way that I'm missing here? Also, let's see what the difference is with the flashlight in this situation. Okay, it's still usable.
Why would a little gremlin like Rook have a basketball hoop? The gate's locked, but when Rook gets to work, he'll unlock it, so I'll check back later.
Whoa. I meant to...
This became a highly sought after... These dumpsters have housed various individuals over the... Well, it's not a Banksy.
So the door is fake. And we're trying to find a way into the... Wait, was there a door behind that I missed? No.
Inspector Burns finally opened his own barbecue joint. I bet it tastes just like arson in your mouth.
There's someone inside, and I can't just knock, it seems. And then I can't go to the hospital because I forgot what the prompt is supposed to be. We're in quite a predicament. I think I might have to look up the information. Okay.
Inspector Burns finally opened his own barbecue joint.
Lance.
I bet it tastes just like arson in your mouth.
I hope you don't mind, Mike. I've been telling folks in the neighborhood about your situation, just so they know it's the old techs they're dealing with. Let me know what else I can do for you.
Thanks, bud. Alright, let's see. We want to find out about...
Yeah, the warehouse hasn't changed much the past few years.
The 3 cars.
Yeah, nice to have some fresh blood here on Chandler Avenue. Not really the kind of place I do a lot of shopping at, but some folks seem to like it fine.
Okay. I don't think we're getting anything there. I need a little bit more intellect in my brain to understand what I'm missing here. Ooh, is that another? Oh, hey!
Archie helped me out on my Pandora directive case where we met a charming fellow named Jackson Cross.
I'm gonna do you the favor of a lifetime. I'm gonna let you walk.
Why?
But if I catch you meddling in NSA affairs one more time, I'm gonna put a bullet right in your eyeball. Is that clear?
What kind of adventures has Tex Murphy been on?
Get this pukehead out of my office. I'll be watching you, Murphy.
Who's the pukehead? Why are you,
Man, I thought this would have ended up in the Andes Mountains. It's the three cards at midnight isn't open right now. I'll have to try back later. It's closed. Most businesses on Chandler Avenue won't open until later.
I tried clicking the door and they didn't work. Hmm.
Inspector Burns finally opened his own barbecue joint. I bet it takes... It's closed. Most businesses on Chandler Avenue won't open until later.
Okay. Okay.
If a bell is on the front desk, I could ring it and talk to the clerk.
I should change the brightness exclusively because that bleaches the ages.
The ultimate game of Battleship. Fat chance of that happening. Do you know what kind of creeps live in this place?
So rude.
Time to get a new clock. A bell will be placed in the lobby if a clerk is on duty.
Hmm. Okay, we're trying the doors.
Well, this is a flashy new neighbor.
Nope.
Sapphire, eh? That sounds like a fun new neighbor.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Needs a key. People who stay here at the Ritz don't want to be found.
Nothing?
Needs a key.
Okay. And then it's the same with...
Nothing much happening out here.
Okay. We're going in circles, I swear. We're gonna get somewhere, though, with this
Some
rote
pretty intense
repetition.
staring contests have been held right here.
Texas office. Alright, I really feel like I'm missing an element here. But I don't... I'm starting to second guess that assumption too. Wherever I am is the wrong place, and wherever I'm not is the right place. That's how it's going. These are boxes. Unopenable boxes. Hmm. Where did I pick up the key for the...
This became a highly sought-after
What's
neighborhood
it called?
post-World War III when it was found that the
Snow
radiation
White
couldn't penetrate through all the
warehouse?
lead paint.
It somewhere. You think there's anyone living in this place? We're gonna avoid clicking around with the left button because proving incorrect. Okay. Careful of ledges. Makeshift galore. Yeah. Yeah. I presumed wrong. Lucky day. What threshold do we want to set before we start looking up a guide? This is getting to be 1990s style gameplay of mundering about and hoping to luck into something. Crime scene do not enter either. Oh, also. There we go.
Abandon all hope, ye who enter this lot. This became a highly sought-after neighborhood post-World War III when it was found that the radiation couldn't penetrate through all the lead paint.
Lead paint. Oh, right click on accident. Okay, let's talk to Holly again. Feel like there's
Sounds like there's something scary in the sewers.
something missing. Hello? Hello? Is that a ladder? No.
Inspector Burns finally opened his own barbecue joint. I bet it tastes just like arson in your mouth. You know, I never actually see anyone working on this street.
Hello? You guys are open? Right?
I don't know what I was thinking.
I don't know what I was thinking either. Where do we get that little eye?
No one knows these back alleys of Chandler quite like me. This became a highly sought-after neighborhood
we
post-World
will
War III when it
keep
was
getting
found
that
the
voice
radiation.
line.
It's a 3 cards to midnight shop.
Over and over again.
Only guests of this hotel are allowed entrance through here.
Okay.
Hey, Tex. How's your case progressing?
Not at all.
I heard gunshots, and then the speeder came flying out and took off.
Okay.
We keep everything like that over at the Snow White warehouse. I've heard they keep a key or something to get inside the warehouse by the door. Oh, you know me. Just a hologram. Here to serve my tangible oppressors.
I guess this is time out for unruly guests.
So I picked up the key. It's supposed to be a puzzle, I guess? But am I missing how to intuit what the code is? Wow, okay, yeah, we're gonna have to change the lighting on that because I can't even see the numbers there. Yeah. Somewhere right here. Oh, wait. It's 2075? There's gotta be...
This keypad needs a 4-digit code.
Yeah. Okay.
It's locked and I need to find a way to open it. It's closed. Most businesses on Chandler Avenue won't open until later.
Okay. I have such a distinct inclination that I'm missing something super obvious here. Oh, that's a shoe. Okay.
Drag him into the speeder.
I think someone was getting abducted.
Brooks and Pawn Shop.
It's closed.
Can I elicit a reaction if I shine the light?
Inspector Burns finally opened his own barbecue joint. I bet it tastes just like arson in your mouth.
Alright, there.
Hey, what can I do for you, Murph?
I'm needing some help. I need some help. Okay, I'm searching online. We're searching. What to search specifically? So I want to find out Tesla effect. Where to go? Wait. Where to find pin? Hopefully it won't tell us exactly what it is. To Snow White. Somebody's just like, where do I find it? Or just tell me what it is. Both works for me. Hey, don't get mad at me. Mm-hmm. Actually keep that flashlight out so I can... What the? Oh, different building, okay. So, yeah, there was a
What do
stone.
we got here? It's like instructions to get into the Snow White warehouse. It's locked and I need to find a way to open it.
Hey Joe, we changed the Snow White warehouse lockbox code. New code 4268. Destroy this after reading.
What do we got here? It's like instructions to get into the Snow White warehouse.
4268. I wish I was not so dumb. Damn. Oof, there's so much stuff here.
Some familiar names on the Chandler Avenue sex offender list.
Ted Bear, Misdemeanor, Scary Larry, Benny Shaw, Nilo Baglio. Mutant Novelties. Huh.
Wow, is this still here? I used this to deal with a cunning criminal on my Under a Killing Moon case who had a bad case of bozophobia.
Bozophobia.
Ooh, it's me, Rusty Kids, and I'm here. Mommy's come back.
I heard he had my name tattooed on his knuckles, and he wants to show me firsthand when he gets out of prison. I'm not really looking forward to that. Well, the owners must have really raised the rent on this place. There's hardly anything left on these shelves. Yep, that's the Snow White warehouse.
Alright. We made progress, all because we asked somebody where they keep their spare key, basically.
A ladder would be useful, except I can't reach it when it's on that pulley.
Hmm.
Yep, that's the Snow White warehouse.
Alright, up the stairs.
Looks like an interesting read.
What does it say? Enigma, a Tex Murphy novel by Aaron Connors. Tex Murphy has uncovered the greatest secret in the history of the world. There was someone, and there were some who would stop at nothing to protect, and then blood splattered.
Looks like an interesting read.
Yeah, I'm curious. We're getting a ladder? Is it low enough for me to grab?
Now that I have a ladder, I can get into the second floor of the electronics shop.
Yes. Awesome that we have a ladder. And then we're heading to the clinic afterwards, I think.
That's not right. It's an electronics shop now, but it... That's not right.
No? There we go. Bullets? Oh my gosh, he shot from across the street pretty heavily. Okay, let's find out who was staying here. What the? Help me to keep him pure. Please vote against the sale of liquors.
Someone needs to update their poster collection. Prohibition ended 100 years ago.
Close the saloons. If you believe that the traffic in alcohol does more harm than good, help stop it. Antacid Club frequent diner card. Okay, so over at the barbecue
And
joint.
it's a damn shame. This guy was working diligently to get a free sub at Inspector Burns' barbecue.
Almost there.
Someone's been living up here. Someone's been spying on the citizens of Chandler Avenue.
Mm-hmm. Simon's house. Oh, I think it was one to the left. Oh, shit. Oh, up, right, down. Okay. Oh, sweet. I was worried about one more. The hell? Oh, shit. Hmm? Oh, is that blood? Oh, hey.
Don't shoot.
Oh, dead. Fancy camera working. Are those cameras too? Oh, this is awkward. Okay. So, we didn't make it to the clinic. X gets his mojo on. Or... dial M for moron.
Following our first lead and we get ourselves caught in a laser net. All in a day's work, right?
Smart Alex had a point, but I wasn't going to let him have the satisfaction of knowing so. There was one good thing about spending hours stuck in a laser net. You've got time to think. Who is this guy? Who killed him? And what kind of surveillance was he doing right across from my apartment? And what's in the metal canister? Have 7 years really passed without me remembering it? Is it related to my head injury or the injection mark on my arm?
Or something more. Oh, hi. Who's this guy?
Is he dead?
Well, I think you missed a hell of a party.
Party?
Yeah, you're here in time for the laser show.
I wouldn't do that. I was here to meet Carlos Maldonado. Is that you? Or him?
Look, I just stumbled onto this little nightmare, and I need to find out who this guy was and what he was doing. I'm a PI, and I assume this guy is Maldonado. My name's Murphy. Who are you?
Mason said Maldonado was a PI. Were you working with Mason too?
I'll be honest. I don't know if I was working for Mason or not. Actually, I'm having severe memory problems here, so anything you can tell me about Maldonado
straight up
or
honesty
Mason
going on.
or what's in the cryo chamber here would be greatly appreciated.
He's just gonna walk off with it and leave us to die.
I think I set off an alarm when I came in here. I don't usually do this kind of thing. I was just trying to help Mason. He said, come in here, find the PI, get the cryo chamber, and keep it safe.
Hey, I found that first.
Slow learner. You have to find Mason. I think he's in big trouble with bad people. I don't know why. He's a neurologist, for God's sake. But you have to promise me that if I let you go, you won't come after me. You'll find Mason.
Oh, I promise. My fingers are so frozen I can't cross them.
If your memory problems are part of all this, Mason is the only one who can help you. So you need to
A
find him and bring him back
neurologist, yeah.
safe just as much as I do. I'll be in contact soon.
We just gonna chase after him? No.
Man, those cops are getting close, but I don't want to leave this place without a clue. I better hurry up and find something before they get here. This equipment is surveying several different locations, including my office. Someone knows what I've been up to. Well, that might come in handy.
memory stick.
Strictly speaking, I would never encourage anyone to break the law, but those sirens are getting awfully close, and a life sentence for a machine can let.
As I try to make my great escape down the ladder, I find 2 officials waiting to greet me.
So
Hello, boys.
Well, if it isn't Tex Murphy.
maybe I should have stayed a little bit longer.
Well, it's a little hard to
Oh, you know the drill.
I was really trying to get my hands on that surveillance equipment. Maybe I could see exactly what happened to me. Now the only way I'll find it is if New San Francisco's finest decides to play ball with me. I don't know why they'd start now, but I'd better polish up on the old Murphy charm.
Whether you're a mutant or a normal, San Francisco is our home. Be a part of the solution to crime. You see something suspicious, please
Make
report
sure
it
to
the
participate in that
SFPD.
panopticon that we ever so love so much.
Make it quick, Murphy. I got about a million things to do. And wasting time on you ain't one of them.
Didn't take you long to get in trouble, did it? You here to turn yourself in?
On courtesy.
Well, first of all, no. And second of all, Danwich, you know me. You didn't have to send your goons down to get me. If you wanted me to come down, just ask me.
I'm surprised you remember me.
I may not have told anyone this before, but you're actually my favorite patrolman.
In case you didn't get the memo, I head up the department now. And things aren't as loosey-goosey as they were under Malden.
Okay, yeah, let's find out.
Well, I hope you're more helpful than he used to be. Look, I know this is gonna sound pretty crazy, but hear me out. This morning, I wake up with a massive head injury and an injection mark on my arm. No idea how I got either one of it. Then I talk to a few people, I find out I can't remember anything over the last 7 years.
You're right, it does sound crazy. But go on.
Thing of it is, my last memory is of me and my lady friend getting shot.
Your lady friend, that was, Chelsea Bando?
Yeah. You know that.
Well, I know your burned-out speeder was found a few weeks later with Miss Bando's DNA inside of it.
It is true. Chelsea's dead.
We closed the case. Though a few of us thought something didn't feel quite right about it.
Investigate.
What do you mean?
Well, the scene was too staged. But I'm not saying Chelsea isn't dead. The last time anyone saw her was with you at the Golden Pagoda.
What are you saying? I was a suspect?
You were, in fact. I'd have to look at the case. You were cleared at some point.
Can I look at the case files?
Now, you know you can't, so don't even ask. Look, Murphy, I feel for you. But it was a long time ago. Chelsea was pronounced legally dead, and there's no evidence to believe otherwise. I don't know what else I can tell you.
Did you ever catch the guy who shot us?
No arrest. Somebody high up on the chain locked that case down and threw away the key.
Extra
Even
suspicious.
if I wanted to see the file, I'd have to pull some strings.
What can you do to help me out here? I mean, until I see something or get some information, I'm just not going to be able to believe that Chelsea's gone.
I'm sorry, Murphy. I really am.
I love
If you
the
can find me
deadpan
some new clues on the case,
while still being
I'll
empathetic.
do what I can to get it reopened. That's the best I can do for you. Good luck.
No. I don't believe it. My gut tells me she's still alive. But I'll find out one way or the other. So why is it you think I came down here to turn myself in?
Well, we just found you at a crime scene with a dead body. That dead body happens to be Carlos Maldonado, a PI working the same...
Wait, the guy like in the corner?
Is that your way of intimidating the competition?
Market saturation.
Well, Lucky for me and Carlos, there's enough crime on Chandler Avenue to go around for 2 PIs. You boys do such a bang.
Oh, I shouldn't have done that.
Not true. Since I took over, mutant neighborhoods get the same attention as the norms.
Well, I'll be sure to tell Carlos's mother, if he had one.
I was just reviewing your file when you came in.
Really? Why?
Is that a lot? Because it looks like a lot.
August 2047. Beek Nerez, NSFPD informant. Beaten and hospitalized after providing information about Tex Murphy.
What?
Nerez refuses to identify his assailant. No charges ever filed. November 2048. Surveillance video shows suspected extortionist Jen Lee leaving the Golden Pagoda with Tex Murphy, never to be seen again. The case remains unsolved.
What the?
Shall I go on? In
I mean,
the past
yeah.
few years, you've gained quite a reputation for yourself. You've got New San Francisco's criminal underbelly running scared.
I can honestly say that I have absolutely no memory of any of these crimes. I mean, I'll take a polygraph test if you want.
We arrest criminals so they could be tried in a court of law. We don't just kill them, and I won't tolerate vigilantism. If you didn't kill Maldonado, what were you doing there?
I was awoken by gunshots. I was just trying to find out what was happening. I followed the trail and saw that Maldonado had surveillance equipment aimed at my office. I want to find out what he recorded.
Who cares what he recorded? If you're such an upstanding citizen, you've got nothing
Now
to hide.
that's
right?
a rude one to try and lean on.
Yeah, right. You're not going to check inside my toilet tank, are you?
I don't even think you're joking about that. You're free to go, Murphy. For now. Any questions?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure what to think of you, Murphy. I have no evidence of an abduction. Just a dead body and only one person of interest. It might be in your best interest if
He
you could
was, like,
find out what happened.
hidden in the room.
That whole neighborhood seems to attract more than its fair share of trouble. As far as the coroner and the commissioner were concerned, finding Chelsea's remains in your speeder were enough to pronounce her legally dead.
I thought you said it was just DNA, not remains.
She's an investigative reporter at the Bay City Mirror, one of the less obnoxious ones. I'm not allowed to let you see it. I know Maldonado was a dirtbag, but unless it's in self-defense, killing somebody, even a dirtbag, is a crime.
He had his
and
gun
will be
drawn too,
prosecuted.
so did he, like, die without...
That encrypted memory stick probably has some useful information on it.
Oh, great advice. If you could help me break it, then I'd be impressed. Guess I'll have to see if anyone else on the street can break it for me.
Okay. We're back on track. The electronic shop, so maybe we can...
Rumor is Zach Williams, owner of the electronics shop, is tied to organized crime. Oh, we've had our problems in the past. For example, the last time I was here, he shot my credit card into 1,000,000 pieces. I'm hoping he's in a little better humor today and doesn't blow my brains out.
That's not even just today, it's like 7 years later.
Okay, I don't want any trouble.
Well, just so I'm clear, what kind of trouble are you not wanting?
Everyone knows what happens to people who get on your bad side. Only one reason you ever come in here, and it ain't to buy anything. You know all our stuff is junk.
I just want to know what's going on upstairs.
Look, the guys upstairs don't want any trouble either. They said you can have whatever you want at cost. And you can even put it on credit. Then I'll just tear up the bill.
Jeez.
Oh, no, I am not falling for that one again. I'm just here to find out about that dead guy upstairs and what he was up to.
Look, I know how much you hated Maldonado, and I probably shouldn't have let him use the second floor. But he was paying cash, and he kept a low profile. So I thought it was all good. I didn't know what he was doing up there, and I didn't want to know.
That's fair.
Well, I didn't kill Maldonado, although I could have, if that's what you're thinking.
I wasn't thinking anything except what I could do to help, so you won't hurt me.
Some weird stuff going on there.
You the man, okay? We good?
Yes, I hope, unless the prompts are
I told
rude.
the cops I wasn't here, which is technically true. I just parked out back when I heard the gunshots, so I just started the engine right back up and got the hell out.
Apt. Very apt.
You live there, so I'm not gonna say a thing about it. That place opened up a couple of months ago. Doesn't look like my kind of joint. I do love Louie's cooking. Just don't ask what's in it and you'll be fine. All I know is you ain't the same guy that came slinking in here 7 years ago. Sorry to hear about that. Is that what turned you into Mr. Badass?
Okay.
I think he's the one who came by to check in on Maldonado. Must have been a client. Don't know anything else about him.
Oh, wait, who was this? Mason? Who is Mason?
I saw him bringing some cameras, so he must have been recording the surveillance. But whatever he had got confiscated by the cops. I sell items to customers, not purchase them. Sure, Maldonado was a creep, but his money spent just the same. He said he needed to do a stakeout of the Ritz. Didn't mention any specific names. Didn't sound like a big deal, and he was offering a good chunk of change. Let's just leave me out of this, okay?
Will do. Okay. Rook's next. Do you wanna... You think I'm gonna get in trouble? You think anything is left? What does it say? Here are the instructions, Mason Bauer.
This SOB's been living up here, watching my every move. Not even one crate of mixers. This guy was hardcore. Not even one crate of mixers. This guy was hardcore.
Do you need mixers? U.S. has voted dry. 36 state ratifies dry amendment January 16th. Nebraska noses out Missouri for honor of completing job of writing dry act into the Constitution. Wyoming, Wisconsin, and Minnesota right on their heels. Fucking dystopian shit. January 16th, 1919, momentous day in the world's history. God damn.
Yeah, Louis once told me these rooms were used by bootleggers and smugglers during Prohibition. There were hidden panels in rooms where they'd hide their stash.
Okay. Let's head across the street.
Rook's the little gremlin who runs the pawn shop. I've heard that his hard shell is hiding a heart of gold. But if it was, he'd cut it out himself with a rusty soup can lid.
Hey, how quiet is the audio on this?
Murphy! Here, let me look at you. Louis told me something terrible has happened. I've been worried sick.
Well, I appreciate the concern, but other than a weird case of amnesia, I'm fine.
But Louis says you're behaving like a totally different person.
Since when do you care about what happens to me? Don't tell me your little Grinch heart has grown 3 sizes in the last 7 years.
Oh, Lord. Please don't tell me that lump on your head has turned you back into the pathetic, pestering PI I used to know. This is a nightmare.
So he liked the cruel one?
Hold on. Are you telling me the text I turned into was not pathetic and pestering? Those are my secret weapons.
Look, Murphy, I'll grant you have some detective skills, but it was all relentless, annoying banter and endless questions to me. Imagine my surprise when, over the past few years, you turned into someone I could actually tolerate.
No kidding. So what was it you loved most about the new me?
Well, you cut out all the chit-chat and became a no-nonsense customer who pays in cash. You always seem to have plenty of cash.
They'll do, seemingly.
Okay, I'll cut the chit-chat. Just tell me where I come up with all this cash.
All my transactions are done in strictest confidence. That...
You won't tell me about me?
You know, sounds like to me, if I get my memory back, you don't want to be on my bad side.
Fine. Though I don't know anything that could possibly explain what's happened to you. Believe me.
Sorry, I wanted
I'll tell
to.
you if I did. Now I suppose this is where you ask if I mind answering a few questions. But this is not for old time's sake.
I'm gonna be asking a lot of questions. Let's see.
What is that?
Oh, okay.
Next question. You became a sullen, short-tempered bully. And I miss that desperately.
Oh, what a weirdo.
I heard a commotion and saw a crazed man running willy-nilly down the street and 2 other men in pursuit.
Okay.
I was hoping they would tear that flop house down. And they would have, too, if it weren't for that meddling Clint. Such an upbeat, chipper little man. Utterly obnoxious.
Archie?
I went there once. Never again. What with that herbal tea and incense, it's a veritable gas chamber. Oof.
That was the 3 cards at midnight? Okay, what's going on
I
there?
knew she'd get nothing but trouble being with you. Louie's niece is an absolute delight. What she sees in you is an absolute mystery. A prince among men makes me wish I could still eat solid food. Years ago, after Chelsea disappeared, you came to me looking for leads to some valuable items, among them a lost Fabergé egg. You left the street for a long time. When you returned to Chandler Avenue, you seemed like a different person, darker, more dangerous.
What happened?
I understand you have a thing for holograms. Maybe she's just your type. I'm sure you know much more about that than I. Some say you know exactly what happened. That's the man you think was abducted? The one I saw being chased down the street? I never heard his name before you told me. Why would I know anything about that? If the police confiscated it, I suggest you talk to the police about it.
Maybe.
Maldonado? He puts the PI in pig. I heard you two had something of a rivalry going on.
Maybe I should check out his place.
At least he knows how to keep his mouth shut.
Now that Rooks is open, I'll bet his back gate's open too.
Yeah, let's check it out.
Yeah, I used to come back here and shoot hoops until I threw my back out.
Or what kind of controls they have for that.
10 seconds left. Down by 1. Murphy has the ball. He fakes. He drives. It's a 360.
He's foul.
Or was it my front? Why would a little gremlin like Rook have a basketball hoop?
What on earth?
It's Rook's hydropod garden. Whenever I see this, I think of Gordon Fitzpatrick from my Pandora case.
What is that? What?
I've got anti-hydrogen pods on board, and I've got to get us as far away from Earth as possible.
Pods?
Pods. Anti-hydrogen pods.
He wasn't from around here, or even from this solar system.
So we got aliens. Good to know.
I didn't know there was that much polyester left in the world.
Hmm. This game's probably got a ton of Easter eggs in it. You guys open now?
Inspector Burns finally opened his own barbecue joint. It's closed. Most businesses on Chandler Avenue won't open until later.
Alright, Louis.
It's real good having you stop in more regular. How can I help you?
Got questions.
I can't really talk about that. If she died the way the cops said she did, burned inside your speeder, it's just too much to think about.
What are...
I keep a little hope that maybe she ain't dead at all. Or at least that maybe she died in a more peaceful way.
Are speeders like the cars? Or is it a different thing?
So that so-and-so was spying on you. You and I wasn't real close, so I couldn't say why he'd been doing that. I'm no good with that computer stuff, but that little fella at the barbecue joint is a whiz. I'll bet he could get you taken care of.
If only they were open.
You wouldn't remember him. He moved into the neighborhood a few years back. Not a pleasant man.
Who is
I'll
this?
leave it at that.
What was that about? Was that Carlos? No.
Zach don't come in here a whole lot. I guess he don't like my food much. Yeah, same old ornery cuss he ever was. Don't bother me none. I guess I'm just used to it.
Oh.
Haven't had another food joint on the street since Francesca ran the Slice of Heaven. I thought it might cut into my business some, but not so far. Maybe we just don't have a lot of barbecue eaters around here.
Maybe the barbecue eaters aren't much coffee eaters? Drinkers? Okay. Crime scene?
The police have been here and set up a SFOPAD security system.
What is a SFOPAD?
What the hell is that?
That's a SFOPAD, protecting the universe from imperfect life forms since 1967. It's like a mall cop with a 5,000 meter volt taser without a moral code. Be careful, Tex. I could get hurt.
Okay. That's, oddly aggressive. Jeez. Surprised they didn't have one set up on the murder location proper. Alright. 3 cards to midnight still closed.
3 Cards at Midnight isn't open right now. I'll have to try back later.
Okay, let's see what Holly has to say.
Holly must be out on strike. I'd better come back later to talk to her.
Oh, damn. Then... checking in the computer? The bell's here!
As I ring the bell, I expect Nilo, but another familiar face pops up from behind the counter. It's Clint. Looks like he's dabbled in some home plastic surgery to cover his empty eye socket. It's amazing what you can do with a tire patch, spray paint, and crazy glue.
Ah, Mr. Murphy, will you be needing some housekeeping done? I can't remember the last time we saw you around here.
Yeah, me neither. Don't know if you heard, but I had a little blackout.
I used to get brownouts. Louis' chocolate pie damn near put me in a coma every time.
So, where is Nilo? You haven't had to resort to working for that scumbag, have you?
Nilo? Man, I haven't heard that name in years. Not since I bought this place from him. The city was gonna condemn it, but Nilo didn't feel like fixing it up, so he sold it real cheap.
Huh.
Where did Nilo end up?
You mean Nellie? He got a sex change. Yeah, I don't know. He tried to pass himself off as his long-lost twin sister for a while, but that didn't fly.
So, we're just going to reject the new existence of Nellie? Okay. Rude. Alright.
Well, you've done a bang-up job. Even got rid of the smell. What was that, anyway?
You do not want to know. God, I wish I could get amnesia for that memory. But on the bright side, we've exterminated most of the roaches and reinforced the foundation after the big quake last year. And finally got real fire extinguishers, so no more painted-on safety features.
Oh.
We're up to a 3-star cubic zirconia rating in the Mutant Leisure blog spot now.
Okay. Venture capitalist? What?
So how did you afford all of this? I mean, didn't you normally eat up all your profits at the chocolate stand?
It's mostly thanks to you, my #1 tenant. You pay up front and I always throw in a little extra to make sure I keep an extra eye on your place.
What?
So I'm not behind on my rent? Maybe I should get amnesia more often.
You're paid through the end of the year, just like every year. You're hardly ever here these days, but hey, let me get my nose out of your business. That sounded disgusting. Let's change the subject. What can I do for you?
So many options of discussion.
You keep being my best tenant, and I'll be your biggest fan. Deal?
Yes.
The cops came by to ask me about that, but I wasn't here at the time.
Alright.
This may not be much, but it's mine, and I love it.
It would be fun running a hotel, and it would be fun running. Yeah, right?
Just get the holes patched before you move out, or I will keep your security deposit.
What?
Just get the holes patched before you move out, or I will keep your security deposit.
Oh, okay. That tracks.
Nice guy, but he's got some screws loose.
Archie? Alright, so who is Archie?
Dumbest name ever for a shop. Look, I know I used to joke with you about Chelsea being in love with me, but that was just my jealousy talking.
Whoa.
That's Louis' niece, right? Tall, brunette. Oh.
Stop.
I've got to steer clear of his diner. Too many chocolate memories. Look, I've had my own problems, as you know. I was in a kind of a dark place 7 years ago. Dark, bitter, sometimes nuts, raisins. God help me, marshmallows.
You got this. I believe in you, buddy.
Nice girl for circuits and chips. We don't need to talk
Rude.
about that, do we? That was a real tragedy. Maldonado was spying on you? Are you sure it was you?
Okay.
I can't help you with that. I can barely work a toaster. Maldonado? Nothing but trouble. I steer clear of that hombre.
Oh.
That guy's all mobbed up, so I keep my distance. That little gremlin's never forgiven me for stealing his newspapers and using them for blankets.
Well, was this a cutting cost measure or was this a necessity measure? Rook sounds like an asshole, which tracks why.
I haven't tried it. They say that the sauce will melt your eyeballs, and that's a risk I'm just not willing to take. Me? I'm just living the dream. One chocolate-free day at a time.
Alright. Well, glad to know you're doing so well,
Well,
Clint.
this is a flashy new neighbor.
Hmm. Okay. Back to the apartment.
Phone message waiting. Phone message waiting.
You got a fax?
Phone message
No.
Yeah, no detective worth his salt would be without a fax machine. The big Finnish detective by your Aaron.
This message is for Mr. Tex Murphy. Storm clouds are brewing. Are you with the White Russians or against us? A White Guard member is close. Prove your loyalty and we will reveal the truth.
What the heck was that? There must be another Tex Murphy in the phone book.
I don't think. Hey, Tex. I don't think that's the
No
case.
messages on the vid phone. An article on the Russian white movement. Am I truly so bored I'm reading Russian history? Looks like somebody's wiped my computer clean.
Oh boy. Got quite a few. Alright. Bro's got the biggest apartment place. How small are the apartments down below? Is it just like a single room? Do. Already checked here. Check back in the warehouse. Are you guys open?
It's closed. Most businesses on Chandler Avenue won't open until later.
I'm gonna presume that we're roughly done in this area. So, we need to figure out how to talk to
It's closed. Most businesses on Chandler Avenue won't open until later.
a person inside of the barbecue joint. See if Zach has any extra information I can glean from him, though.
Not again. You're gonna get me fired. Or worse.
I'm sorry.
That guy's a go-getter. Why don't you get him to answer these questions?
I apologize.
I don't know what it is they're serving in there, but it sure as hell ain't barbecue.
Maybe.
As I made it perfectly clear, your status as a paying customer earns you a modicum of goodwill. I suggest you use it judiciously.
Sorry, you lost me at modicum. Look, answer a few questions for me and I won't kick your butt when I get my memory back.
Like I always say, you can take a bum out of a dumpster, but you'll never get a dumpster out of a bum. Just smelling the fumes coming off that establishment irritates my bowels.
So hostile. So many people here are so hostile. It's so fun. Can I take the ladder back, do you think? Okay, so we've got...
I'll need to find a computer whiz to break the encryption on this memory stick. Nice to meet you, Maldonado. It's a note from my old...
Okay, okay. We got Maldonado's license. Can we use that to... Actually, can I go to the clinic now? We're literally so overdue for it. No? Okay. Oh, we can go in now. Oh, thank
As I
goodness.
step into Inspector Burns' barbecue, I think I'm having a stroke. But no, burning toast is their special today. Behind the counter is the kid who Louis referred me to as the computer whiz.
Is it because I inspected the thing? The womanizing elements inside of this game are interesting. Is he playing one of the old games?
Burns Barbecue. My name is Mojo. Special today is chili con carnage. They'll destroy your hunger as well as your taste buds. Order when you're ready.
Miami Vice. A ham, cheese, and habanero corn dog, deep fried and wrapped in bacon. Does that come with a free colonoscopy?
Hey, you're Tex Murphy.
And you're Mojo. What a shagadelic name, baby, yeah!
My real name is Mordecai Josephus.
Are you serious? Well, that's my real name, too.
No way!
Yeah, well, it's pretty close. It's actually Tiberius, James Tiberius. And my mom, she starts calling me Tibby. And, well, I had to come up with something that I could live with.
The ultimate Tex Murphy trivia. You just made my day.
Why is...
Look, I don't mean to geek out on you here, but you're Tex Murphy. Badass private eye. Man out of time. Always quick with a joke or his fist. What are you doing in a dump like this?
I'm guessing you haven't won any Employee of the Month awards, have you?
Nice. Classic Tex Murphy.
I'll tell you what. You buy me lunch, we'll call it even.
Call it even.
You don't want to eat here. The food really will burn your face off. Inspector Burns is a bitter man. So, what are you working on? Wait, let me guess. Some kind of case just dropped in your lap. Seems like a small-time job, but there are tons of loose ends leading in all kinds of directions, and you are blindly getting nowhere.
Tagline?
Well, yeah, that is kind of what's happening.
I could help you.
Powers of evil.
Well, I guess you could grill the suspects.
You are killing me. Look, Mr. Murphy, you fancy yourself as sort of a timeless classic, a PI archetype for the ages. You know your way around the crime scene, but it's no secret that you're not so good with high-tech gadgets. That's where I come in.
I don't understand how these prompts lead to...
Well, now that
like
you
the
mention
result.
it, there might be something you can help me with.
Go right to it.
Sure, I can decrypt a memory stick, no problem. It may take a while, at least a day.
Alright.
I just can't believe I got a chance to meet my idol.
Why am I your idol, though? Or why is he your
Me and
idol?
Archie are buds. So glad Archie opened up his shop here. He's like a god at all this conspiracy stuff. Chelsea Bando. The Nora to your Nick. I wish I could
Nora's
have been.
Infinite Playlist?
Inspector Burns has tried to torch the Bruin stew at least twice.
Whoa. Wait, what?
Inspector Burns has tried to torch the Bruin stew at least twice. Sometimes I spend hours just thinking about what kind of baby she and I would have together.
You're going a little too far on the side of...
Sorry you lost her, but man, did you ever get an attitude? You think Maldonado was spying on you? Not surprising.
But maybe he wasn't actually spying with how
He's the guy
everyone's...
you hired to take photos of your cheating wife. You're the guy they hired to beat the crap out of the guy you catch with your wife. He says he likes barbecue, so I'm not sure why he eats here. Comes in here all the time to eat, just so he can complain.
So they both still show up to eat, even though they complained about
Like
it?
Inspector Burns says, it all tastes the same when your tongue's charred.
Alright.
Another item on my to-do list today is checking out Maldonado's regular office that's on the street.
Well, we already did, and we got an issue.
The police have been here and set up a SFOPAD security system. Now that's a handsome devil. Wait a minute. A rival PI? Oh man, how did this happen? It's locked. I won't be able to enter without proper identification.
Oh, wait.
It's locked. I won't be able to enter.
Am I gonna get hurt if I just go in?
Oh, it's a security drone. If I enter its line of sight, I'm toast.
Can I do something about it?
Oh, it's a security drone. If I enter its line of sight, I'm toast.
Okay. Damn. How toast is toast? We'll see if there's any extra dialogue options before we
Whatever you need, Mife.
try walking into it with a save file to lead up with.
That Clint's really come up in the wild. Though I still hide the chocolate cake when he drops by. I don't want him falling back into his, old ways.
Okay. We're avoiding these two since they don't like talking to me. Closed, closed, closed. We're looking for 3 cards to midnight for a bit. You're back, hey.
Hey, Tex. How's your case progressing?
Solidly, sort of.
Let me check. I can confirm that Mason Bowers has been a registered guest here. Sorry, Tex. I'm not allowed to give out any more information than that.
Oh, he's in the area, that works.
If I could smell, I'm pretty sure he would stink. Always looks like he's up to something unsavory.
Rest in peace. He's gonna stink even more now that he's dead.
That crusty old perv is always coming in here trying to get a peek at my underpixels.
Crass old man.
I think the kid who works here has a crush on me. Maybe one of these days I'll rock his little world.
Is this a mutual thing?
The Ritz landlord? Seems like he may have a couple of screws loose, but nice enough.
Okay. Oh wait, so do I still have the... Okay, I gave up the thing. Still closed? Wait, do you think I can get a pass in? Oh,
It's
did I?
closed. Most businesses on Channel.
I used up the ID. Okay. I think there's something in the warehouse I can use to cover. No, 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 no.
Yep, that's the Snow White warehouse.
Okay. Nope, nope, nope. Back to the base. Let's do that. No new facts.
No messages on the vid phone. The Maltese Falcon? I don't remember picking up this little souvenir. How long was I knocked out? Well, I sure don't remember how these holes got in the wall. They look fairly recent, judging from the debris. Who would have done this? And why?
Okay.
Whoa. I've never seen this much money in my life. If this is my money, what were they paying me for?
Alright, we're checking with it too. Two curmudgeons.
More questions? Why you gotta keep coming back with more questions?
Because I will never stop coming back with more questions, and also I just came to get a proximity thing, like, you know, I'm not a threat.
Sad to say, many robots and cyborgs end up down here. They get hooked on old Chihuahua motor oil, and they stumble down here.
Well, if it isn't Mr. Van Winkle. What is it I can help you with, Rip?
Wow, they're so mean. Okay.
Inspector Burns finally opened his own barbecue joint.
Hey, Mr. Murphy. Still running the decryption program. You can hang with me till it's done. Shouldn't be more than 4 or 5 hours.
I have that time. We will do that time, but it will be tomorrow time. Alright, so we're going to find out the consequence of stepping into here with a save file on the list. So, alright, there we go. Am I gonna be dead? Is this what's gonna happen?
Well, that was sooner than I expected. Next time, try destroying the SFO pad before entering Meldondo's office.
How do I destroy it? Alright. Well, that's that. For our playthrough. We made progress after looking up a straightforward hint. Because we needed it, because we were too dumb to look under a rock. My bad. So, moving on from there, I want to figure out, I need to get a read of like the full extent of the comedy bit and how it runs through the narrative and everything to see what track you could take this is like a spin-off and stuff like that, tangents that still keep in the spirit of a Tex Murphy adventure. I don't know why I'm always constantly thinking of how to like co-opt stuff and move them into a more revolutionary sentiment, but my bad. Sorry. Alright. We are Polska coiling. Yes, indeed. So we have The Sacred Grove, another Intellectual Reserve Inc. classic, as we fucking love them. This one is The Sacred Grove. It's 9/8 time in C major. So there's 9/8 notes? Is that what that's saying? Yeah, that is what that's saying. Okay. And then eighth notes seem to be the smallest denomination. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 measures. So as long as we keep it even, we should be good. A count real quick is necessary because the repeat seems to do something interesting here. 1, 2. We might have to do like a full stretch out of the entire thing. Because it has a 1 measure intro and a 2 measure outro. And with that being odd, we might be out of alignment doing stuff. So the repeat portion 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah. Okay, so that would mean 22 total. So we will 11. I'm trying to figure out how to do this precisely. And I guess math makes me tired. Damn. All right, so we'll do it just 2 at a time. Yeah. 22 for a total of 25 measures. All right. We'll start from the first measure instead of skipping one. I'm making the call here. That's our orientation. So, treble clef, we have a 3/8 rest, then a 3/4 note at C and E. Then I need to turn the volume down a little bit. There we go. All right. Then we have a 3/8 rest, 3/8, quarter, eighth. So it's 3. Wait. Yeah, because 2 is a quarter. We're still on track with that. So CE, CE, C. Let's do. All right, we're in it proper. Quarter, eighth, 3/8, quarter, eighth. It's so stilted, I feel, but that's just how I was saying it. C. Okay, this is starting to be saltine. And then we have a quarter, eighth, 3/8, quarter, eighth. It's an F sharp, D sharp, DF, DF, F. Oh, okay. be seeing the pattern. Then it's a quarter, eighth, quarter, eighth, quarter, eighth. Going G, D sharp, D, F sharp, A. We'll do it one at a time here. That's an A actually, my bad. And then a G, B, A, F. Then a 3/4 to quarter and an eighth. At E and G. Then an A. How do we think this one sounds? Quarter eighth, 3/8, 3/8, quarter eighth, 3/8 to quarter eighth. B flat, G, D, E. Then F, G, FA to FA, B. Then a quarter eighth, 3/8, 3/8, quarter eighth, 3/8 to quarter eighth. C, A. And lower C, E, C, F sharp. G, A, G, B, G, B, A. Then I feel like I'm like constantly pushing on my glasses. All right, so 3/8 to quarter, eighth, eighth, quarter eighth, then 3/8 to 3/4. Then we have to do it all again, shifted one over to the side. How fun. G, 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 A flat, G. That's not G. Then a G to G. And a lovely C and E as well. Alright. Now we're just gonna type this one in. I'm gonna go quiet for a bit as I do. Wait, actually, let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then I'll do 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. As I move each of these one over. Starting here. Up, up. Then I'll look at the next measure. Basically, I'm erasing the first measure, copying the second onto the first, and then retranscribing the next one, which would be the first of the next arrangement block. We'll just do that one by looking. So an E, D. Do. Then we have our quarter eighth, quarter eighth, quarter eighth. An E, no, a G, D sharp, G, F sharp A, G, B, then erase, erase, erase. That really what that one is? That's so long, and that is actually what it is. Intense. Alright, then our quarter eighth, quarter eighth, quarter eighth, 3/8, 3/8. So B flat G. Then an E. How is this one gonna sound? Quarter eighth, 3/8, 3/8. CA. CE, CF sharp. Ba 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 ba. Then our 3/4 to quarter, or 3/8 to quarter, eighth, quarter eighth. G to G. G, A flat G. And our final chunk. Before our outro and then before our bass clef. Alright. Then a 3/8 rest, then 3/4 at CE. And then a final send off of a 3/8, 3/4 CE, C. Boring. God damn. Alright. Bass clef time. New instrument. Melodic tom. Nope. Nope. It hits it. Bassoon. Alright, so 8/8/8, 3/8, 3/8, 8/8/8, 3/8, 3/8. Seems to be the pattern. Guess this is where the salt is on this. So we go CEG AG. And CEGAG. Oh, guess what it is next? The exact same. Alright, scroll for effect. Wait, I gotta do it. Alright. Next, we have a C, D sharp, F sharp, BA. And then a lovely similar, but missing. Okay, actually, not similar. B, D sharp, G, B, and then rest. Wow. Then a rest, and then it's an eighth, eighth, quarter, eighth rest. Going B, E, G, do. Then a B, A, G, E. Oh, that's a quarter, my bad. And 17 compels us to go quarter, 3/8, or sorry, 8/8, 3/8, 3/8, 8/8, 3/8, 3/8. We go E, G, A, B flat, G. Then a D, F, A. D octave. Then a 3 or 8/8, 3/8, 3/8, 8/8, 3/8, 3/8. This is where our salt is on this saltine. So A, C, E, we got an ace. Then an A, E. Then a B, E, G. B, B. Then 9/8, all in a line. Then an 8/8, 3/8, 3/8. So our eighth series, it goes B flat, E flat, G. And I believe that was a B flat I saw. G, E. Then a B natural, E flat, G. Did I say E natural or E flat, G? I think I did. And then a C, E natural, G. And 3/4. Oh. Oh. I was looking at the wrong measure. Okay. A, G. Then we do a repeat. So 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, new, and Willow. 19 is where we start new. No. 20. Alright. Lucky for us, this one's the same, so we just erase that and then look to the next one. Wait. It was actually just the same too. Alright. Next, we go that B, D sharp, G. And sorry. B. Do. That's eighth rest. Then we go DGA. I'm looking where again? Right. Then B flat, G. Yeah. Okay. And erase. Alright, we're looking for a D octave there. And then it goes A, C, E. We got that ace. We remember calling that out. And it was an A, E. Do. Ba, 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 ba. Gotta be something in that register that I have inside of my throat that I'm missing. Don't worry about it. Okay. Where was I? A B octave. And then our series of 8 notes. So it was B flat, E flat, G, B flat. If I recall correctly, that's how that went. And then our last chunk. And then we have a 8/8, 3/8, 3/8 to 3/8, 3/4. C, G. A, G. And then a G, C, scroll for effect. Alright, tempo is super slow. Conduct 3 beats to a measure. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 sort of thing. Reverently 66. Let's see what it does sound like at that speed. we're going to go with the traditional. That didn't work out as well as I thought with the bassoon. We might need to slow it down to get the original intent. Alright, let's slow down to 33. And let's try changing this one also to our church organ, just to hear it in one cohesive. What's the low end? 60. Let's do a swap. That's the subtlest of low pass filter. That last bit sounds really familiar. Okay. So, lyrics brought to us by Joan D. Campbell, born 1929, copyrighted 1969, nice, Intellectual Reserve Inc. Music by Hall K. Campbell. Aw, it's like maybe a brother or sister or a couple? I don't know. Born 1927, copyrighted 1969, also nice. Intellectual Reserve Inc. The arrangement was copyrighted also by Intellectual Reserve Inc. in 1989. How double dipping always. Why are you so fucking petty, church music companies? God, ye of fucking little faith. God damn, god damn, god damn. So, it's such a capitalistic captured machine, the church is. The Mormon church specifically as far as this context goes, but damn. Damn. The song is called The Sacred Grove. The sacred grove was green and fresh, the morning sun shone bright around, as Joseph knelt in fervent prayer, upon that sacred ground. It became sacred after he prayed, or was it sacred before he prayed? Because I don't think this is even the location that he found the scriptures in. It's just also weirdly like it's where he saw angels, right? Yeah, the Father and the Son appeared. They spoke to him as with one voice. If they spoke as if with one voice, are we sure they were separate entities at that point? Because again, Christ is a title that means. What does it mean? What does the title Christ mean? I don't want it owned by Christian use. That's after the fact. Meaning anointed one. The word is derived from the Greek verb krio, meaning to anoint. Uh, hmm. Ow. Sorry, there's like a sore inside of my mouth. Nope, this isn't answering shit. Before mean before Jesus. I'll just like to say anointed one, but that's just like the direct translation, right? It's basically the Kel of Kells. Like the King of Kings. A house leader of all houses. The anointed. What does anointed mean then, if we're just going to rely on that? Anointed definition. Anointed, smear or rub with oil, typically as part of a religious ceremony. We'll specifically go with this one, I'm sure. Oh, wait. Okay. So ceremonially confer divine or holy office upon by smearing or rubbing with oil. Just Jesus was anointed. Every time that you call him Jesus Christ, it's like, ah, yes, the greasy one, the oily one, right? Nominate or choose someone as successor to or leading candidate for a position. You are anointed for this position. You are the leading candidate for it. So, not to like usurp the throne or anything, right? That would be satanic in many ways. But what if you made it so that there wasn't a need for him to fill that position in the first place? You know, if God were dying and you're just like, no, it'll be fine, Pa. We don't need to rely on the favored kid. We'll be all right. And then God dies with a smile on their face, knowing that it's not a lie. I don't know. Might be worth it. Might be worth it. Just saying. Anyways. That is... Oh, I didn't even finish, huh? Yeah, so the Father and the Son appeared. They spoke to him as with one voice. Their message answered all his fears. Their message answered all his fears and made his heart rejoice. What were his fears? Give us a third verse. Give us an answer of what his fears were. Like, the issues, which ones were evergreen, which one were contemporary, you know? Like, or the worries of a kid from back in, well, god damn it. Oh, where's that card? I still have it around. Nah. My nose is tingly too. What was his lifespan? 1805? Alright. So 1805 to 1844. I need to remember this. I need to remember 1805 to 1844. Damn. Short-lived shit. Short-lived piece of shit? I don't know. So, save the sacred grove. Whoop. Moving on to the Green Book. Because I don't give a shit about that kind of indoctrination into kids. Like, there's so much weird media to go around him and lauding those moments. It's like, oh yes, he was in the grove and he was being beset by a whole bunch of evil around him, and they make it the creepiest shit in that moment when they're trying to contextualize it, and then it's abated as he pursues continuing to pray to God for an answer, and that's the fear that they were hinting at, but there's not fear that's like actually worldly in any other way too that gets completely answered. It's just like, no, you gotta waylay those problems. When you die, it'll be okay as long as you suffer in peace as the perfect victim. Much to not the Mormon tradition either. They decide not to suffer in silence. They decide not to suffer at all, but not by making it so that there is no suffering, but by being the one enacting the suffering. How fun. Because they don't think that they get. Then they get co-opted into all these different qualities of life that they didn't even bother to think about. And then they indoctrinate their kids of saying, oh yeah, we can have our cake and eat it too. We're both Mormon and also worldly all at the same time, but we're dual citizens in that way. We're picking a bigger fight, so the things that we do here are ephemeral and everything. That's so stupid. Alright. New song. We did In Hymns of Praise, right? Yeah, I remember Blankhorn. Alright. God our Father, we come unto thee. Oh, fucking boring ass chorus. Alright. Wow. Oh god. Never, never, never from thee let us stray. Ever, ever, ever to thee we will pray. Will we pray, sorry. It's 3/4 time. 1 flat, meaning that we're in F major scale. We have 8th notes. We have 16th notes even. Oh, shit. Alright, so 16th with 3/4, so we're carrying about 12 notes, and then 24, so we're doing 2 measures at a time, as long as we're in an even chunk of notes. For measures 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Fuck. Please tell me I counted that wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So we're doing 1 at a time. This is going to be a long arrangement list. Oh well, it happens. But we can't go up to 36, right? It goes to 32. Yeah. Alright. 12 it is. I'm not going to call them out because we're just going to be seeing it take place. But there's going to be a lot of 3 Qs. What we won't do to acquire that tiny little grain of salt in that 16th note on this damn saltine. Alright. I think I'm locking in on 1804, 1840, 1805 to 1844. Yeah, we're locking in on it. Alright. So, FFE and AFG. So I'm going to preemptively click all these. Bop, 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 bop. 5, 6. I shouldn't do that. Let's not do that. Do 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 do. Do you know why? Since we're doing one measure at a time, we might be running into repeats, and we do not want to spurn the opportunity to template those. All right. So FFF. I believe that was an ABA. Yep. E flat specifically. One flat we're caring about. Then a DCC. Sorry, drag that. And a GFE. And we got a 3/4 note. Nope, a half note. Add C and F. Then our 3Q going FGF. And an AAA. Did it go on a horizontal symmetry flip? AA. Oh, sorry. GGF. And I believe that was a CBA. E flat? No, it's a C, AC. No, I'm looking at bass clef. So yeah, CBA. Awesome. All of it. Then a GCB natural. And an EEF. Then a E and C half note. There's going to be a lot of pauses, which aren't going to sound too hot with chip tune, unless we find an instrument that trails a little bit. But that's for a different time. FFF and a CCD. Then. This is where our 16th comes in, this tiny grain of salt that we were shooting for to capture. Our taste buds will find out what it sounds like. FNC. And a 3/16th 16th at FF and AB. Then and FGF and a CBA. Was that one a repeat? I don't think it was actually, though. No, it really wasn't. Damn. We're avoiding that. I didn't speak too soon. Damn. They like to keep this varied. I guess there's that level of this being a not saltine in that manner. Alright, FFF and an AFA. And a EC B natural. With a GED. And a C half note. And it's a quarter rest, which is going to sound jarring. CACA. And then a BDCA. Then a CCC and CFA. Then a C. This is going to be a quarter, 3/8, eighth. So CEE. And a CGG sharp. Saltine, indeed. Then an FA half note. That one definitely was a repeat that we could have taken advantage of, huh? No, it was. It was. And it was not. Oh my goodness. We are really just keeping ourselves on our toes. Oh, cool. Alright. Next. Quarter rest. CACA. Oh, we got a repeat on just that singular. Damn. Let's make sure it's the same on the bass clef so we're not gonna run ourselves amok. That's awesome. It isn't. 20 goes. BD, D, B. And then we're in for a line of 3/4. Twice over with a CED. And a AGF. Then a DBB. And a GDE. Then our out before we repeat A and F. 3/4. Then it repeats. Look at that. All for the saltine. All for the saltine. Too low. Can I have... Wait. Of course we're gonna do it. Anyway, sorry, I got distracted. Bass clef time. Honestly, this all looks to be the exact same tempo. Okay, let's confirm. That is a fact. There we go. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Let us partake in the way of the way. F. C. That's incorrectly short. So, FFC and a CAC. CDC and an FFF. Don't worry about it. Hey, is this? Oh, okay. It's different. It's wanting to be, but it's different. So BAG and a BCC. And I don't have to look at the page really, since I can look at the notes above to know the structure. We have an FED, too high. Then a C sharp D. And I need to blow my nose again. I'm so sorry. Okay, we did the C sharp D, yeah? So then we go CCC and EEF. Then a GGG and a CG low G. We'll try the Konami kit for the treble clef for this one. So I said G, then we have a half note. Sorry, I could have looked. And it's a CG. Then we go FFF and AAB. Then our half note, 3/16, 16th, FA. FC, FB. And then we're past it. Tragedy. Alright, FEF. And a ACC. Then a half note. Oh, whoa. Did I? Oh. Shit. Shit. I did. I missed. Oh, I could have even counted two. I'm at 23 here, and I did one extra, so. Nope. 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 Da 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 da. This is so sad. It's gonna be out of sync now. I have done terrible, terrible things. Alright, let's see. This is a half note. Let's see if we can find a repeat anywhere that we've done, and it's not going to be the case. They're too... Wait. Okay, so this half note right here with a quarter rest is a... We're in treble clef, so E, G. Did we have an E, G? Nowhere. Alright, damn. Let us add a new here. So I said E, G. Awesome. So awkward. Alright, then on this one, it's actually a B octave. Whoa, that went really low. I skipped one. Oh, that's so sad. Alright. Well, that's just more personal aesthetic inconveniences. So, now that we got that in order, that little typo fixed up, we then go CAC and an FFF. Then a CG. Oh, no way. Okay, I didn't. I thought I was looking at the treble clef on accident. I wonder if they swapped the treble clef and the bass clef note tablature. Because that looks familiar. GG A, or sorry, GGF and a CGG. I feel like I did that before. No, it was a GGG and a CGG. Okay. Yep, like I said, they keep changing up things on like the smallest measure. It's interesting. Half note at C and E. Then another? No, it's a quarter. Alright. So F octave. Then another F octave. Really? Oh, well then we gotta just put a 40 there. And then 41 here. Then we go FFF and a AAF. Then a GCC. This one has a different tempoing. You'll see what I mean. And then a ECC. Alright. And a half note at F and C. Then we have our FF again. Yeah. What was that? 40? It was. 44 bucks that FF by going BF. We BFFs. Then we go FCD. And an FBA. Then a BGG. And a BBC. Do. Yeah. Alright, and then I need to get that copy. Last one is a F octave. Fun. Alright, let's change that instrument to a Konami, which was in chiptune. Konami wave. And then our tempo is going to be 108. Oh, but no, yeah, with 16 notes, it'll stay the same. Okay, I was wondering if that came through, because I have my windows closed. That would have been really loud. This is where it does the never, never. The text is by Charles W. Penrose, 1832 to 1925, so probably not alive during Joseph Smith's time, so this is Brigham Young time period. Music by Ebenezer Beasley, 1840 to 1906. Also, Lorenzo, or not even Lorenzo Snow, Brigham Young. Maybe Lorenzo Snow, too. Those are like, you got the presidents of the United States, you got the presidents of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, but those ones are a step above because they're prophets. They're the religious presidents of the United States and the world. Like, I think there might be some disconnect inside of people's heads, Mormons' heads, about like how the UN works, thinking it's something akin to like the Quorum of the 70, maybe, as opposed to thinking of it in terms of governmental procedure. And I just think that's why they get agitated and confused when they're just like, I don't understand actually how our government works. I thought we were a democracy, but then we found out that we're like electing our leaders to elect or represent our interests, and then they elect our leaders on a grander scale. And it's just a little weird, but it's just like, why aren't they just ordained and picked? And the process is, you won't have to vote in an election anymore. This will be the last election that you have to vote in. Trump style situation. Project 2025. Gotta love that shit. Alright, the lyrics for God of our fathers, we come unto thee. Can you guess what the first words are? God of our fathers, we come unto thee. Children of Gotta bring in the children already. Children of those whom thy truth has made free. So yeah, this is post Joseph Smith. This is like the next generation. Grant us the joy of thy presence today. Never from thee let us stray. Never, never, never from thee let us stray. Ever, ever, ever to thee will we pray. This is hard indoctrination just for the sake of indoctrination. We heard the truth, we know the true, and we will not let it go, and we always hold it to ourselves. Keep all lies away. Grateful for all that thy bounty imparts. Define. Praises we offer with voices and hearts. And it's only ever bounties that they are taking as, like, you know, the blessings and everything like that. Like, again, would they actually grasp that bodily death is one of those blessings in the first place? Do they give that kind of thought? Do they think of water in its many forms as a blessing, or only when it's, you know, not drought or not monsoon style? Grateful for all thy bounties imparts, praises we offer with voices and hearts, life of our being and sun of our day. Jesus fucking Christ. Have some self-confidence, God. Never from thee let us stray. Never, never, never from thee let us stray. Ever, ever, ever to thee will we pray. And it's just like, as long as you hold us close and make it easy for us, we're not gonna stray in any way whatsoever. Weak shit. Weak shit. Fuck them. God. Cowards. We didn't understand what our fathers and whatnot even saw in this guy, so please just make sure that we stay on the right path while we're fumbling around blindly because he didn't do a good enough job explaining the religion in the first place that he was making up on the spot. Blessed with the gifts of the gospel of peace. Peace as... Did they not give them history lessons on what they were doing? Oh, no, but this is also Brigham Young time period, too. Brigham Young was a violent piece of shit, too. So, blessed by the gifts of the gospel of peace. It's really easy to get what we want when we promise peace and then backstab everybody. Dwelling in Zion, whose light shall increase. And see, they already are just like, yeah, we're already in Zion. It's like, it's fucking here. It's already here, as opposed to something that you have to build all the way through. And until it's like everybody of one heart and one mind, then you're... unless you're, as soon as you see anybody deviating away, you've definitely failed the plot. You lost the plot. Alright, led by the priesthood along the bright way. Let's get that priesthood in there. You know, not the innate quality of life that you have granted on you. It's the power that's granted to your patriarch that's going to make sure that you don't get led astray in any way whatsoever. Led by the priesthood along the bright way, never from thee will we stray. As opposed to never from thee let us stray. Never from thee will we stray. Never, never, never from thee let us stray. Never, or ever, ever, ever to thee will we pray. No. Because they're running on instinct, and the instinct is that there's something more than what the man has told them, and they're not recognizing that it's not God, it's at least not this God that the man is constructing for them, but a grander image of themselves that they need to have. You're weak, you're sinful, you are automatically a fumbling fool. No one is perfect in the face of God, because there is a comparison to Jesus that is easily drawn, and he was the perfect one, and even he was forsaken in the end. Anyways, strengthened by thee for the conflict with sin. God, so what happened to peace? Strengthened by thee for the conflict with sin, onward we'll press till life's battle will win. What the fuck happened to peace? Grateful for all that thy bounty imparts, blessed with the gifts of the gospel of peace. We're blessed with it. We promise that we're going to uphold peace, so give us the rewards in advance, and then we're going to totally battle it out. It's just like you're missing the fucking point. Press till life's battle will win, then in thy glory forever will stay. That's presumptuous of you. Never from thee will we stray. Never, never, never from thee will let us stray. Ever, ever, ever to thee will we pray. Charles W. Penrose was maybe a piece of shit if he was Mormon, and his words were not twisted in any way whatsoever. There's that 2-tier criteria. If he was Mormon and he wrote this, piece of shit. If he was not Mormon and he wrote this and it was similar to it, still piece of shit. But he says Zion and everything like that too, so probably the case. Save God, lowercase of our fathers, we come, lowercase, unto thee. That's it. That's all I got for today. Have a good one out there. Take care, stay safe. Good luck and have fun. Maybe tomorrow the camera's gonna work in an accurate fashion, hopefully. What is tomorrow, Friday? Hey, it's the weekend. You all made it if you have a regular 9 to 5 weekday work week. If not, my condolences. Maybe worth wondering how much extra demand your boss is extracting out of your labor that you should be getting a share of, and getting together with your fellow co-workers and discussing that. But what would I know? I'm not a member of the workforce at the moment, so I don't have any right to speak on that shit from any of my experience whatsoever from either end of it, from the traditional proletariat to the managerial petty bourgeois side of things as a temp worker. HR, man. HR fucks you up if you know what you're looking at. God damn. Alright. Sorry. Have a good one out there. Take care. Stay safe. Good luck. Have fun. See you tomorrow.